Hello students, today we are going to discuss the topic marketing environment, which is beyond the subject marketing management. Let us first discuss the definition of marketing environment. Marketing environment comprises of various forces or factors within which marketing manager has to decide. It offers both opportunities and threat. Every business organization has to work in the environment, which is it is not about the weather environment, it is about the business environment. It is the forces which are there in the market which will affect your business decisions. So it is having the opportunities, it is having the threat. So you should be able to handle it properly, and in that way your decisions will be correct. It consists the relevant forces that affect the market decision. It mainly includes external environment and internal environment forces like political, legal, economical, socio-cultural, technological, competition, etc. Some forces are controllable, some forces are not controllable. So definitely you will have to cope up between the controllable, non-controllable, partly controllable, partly not controllable, and take the decision so that you can take the maximum advantage out of the current situation. First, there are different factors which are affecting the business environment. First is external or controllable factors. These are the factor or the variable in the market which are uncontrollable in nature. So definitely we will not be able to control. So what we cannot control should be adjusted. First is demographic factors. Demographic factors are related to a population of a country. So definitely we cannot control the population. Example, what is the total population and what is the population growth rate, because it will affect your demand for a product in the market. If the population is high, demand will be high. If the population is low, demand will be low. What is the growth rate? If growth rate is high, there will be future demand of the product in the market. If the growth is low, there will be a low demand of the product in the. What is the age group? Different age group will have different demand, and what the company is producing, and it will affect the decision of the company regarding what to produce, when to produce, how to produce, how much to produce, and for whom to produce. Gender distributions like male and female. Now you have to take the decision, okay, either to produce for male or either to produce for the females. Locations, literacy and level of the population. Mobility, that is migration rate. People are migrating from different areas, from lower areas to higher areas, from lower job areas to higher job areas. It will lead to fluctuation in demand of a commodity. Family pattern like nuclear family or joint family, it will affect the demand of the commodity. What is the occupation they are having. Second is ecological factor. Ecological factor is the natural environment which will affect your demand, which will affect your business decisions. It is having air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, and other type of pollution, because the ecological condition is being damaged nowadays, and definitely government is strict regarding the ecological norms. So definitely the business will have to change the business decision accordingly, otherwise they will not be able to do the business. How it will affect the availability and use of the resources, because use of resources here, the natural resources, take the example, they are depleting day by day, and in future some resource will not be available. So what you will have to do, you will have to use the resource in a rational way, and you will have to find out the substitute, otherwise you will not be able to survive in the market. What are the pollution and control which is adopted by the government? Ecological awareness, eco-friendly products are being launched in the country nowadays, so you will have to go for it. Contribution of the corporate goals for protection of the environment. Protection funds are to be created, and company will have to contribute it for the protection of the environment. National and international agencies are working for creation and awareness among the people regarding the ecological balances. Next is economic health factors. It is the factor which is related to the consumer's purchasing power. If the consumer is having the purchasing power, then and then only he will be able to purchase your commodity, because demand is backed by three things: ability to purchase, willingness to purchase. So here ability to purchase is important, first thing. If the ability is not there, willingness is of no use to spend on a particular commodity. Here the economic growth rate is to be taken into consideration. What are the interest rate prevailing? Because if the customer is taking the product on loan, the interest rate is to be taken into consideration. If interest is high, the demand will be low, and if the interest is low, the demand will be high. What is the inflation prevailing right now? What is the function of the stock market? Because people are investing in stock market, if they are having the profit, they will demand more things, and if they are having losses, they will curtail the demand. What is the industrial and agriculture policies which is adopted by the government from time to time? What is the fiscal policies? What is the export import policies? What is the LPG policy of the particular country, and what are the modifications in that particular policies? What is the long-term government plan regarding the interest of the business and infrastructural facilities? What is the quality of services, transportation facilities available, and banking, insurance, warehouse, and communication facility? It will definitely affect your business. Next is social or cultural factors. Socio-cultural factor is related to the society, their culture, their norms, their value, their tradition, habit, etc. And definitely the target market is consumer, and definitely you will have to focus on their socio-culture. Different type of people are residing in our country: Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. They are demanding different type of product according to their caste, creed, and religion. So this thing is to be taken into consideration while designing the product, while taking the price in the product, while marketing the particular product in a particular time. So here their habits, customs, superstitions, family, group size, age, life cycle, role of women. Concept is working woman is concept nowadays. So working woman concept is there. So demand for the ready-made food will be more. The demand will be high because the purchasing power has doubled nowadays. So due to that, the demand of a commodity will increase. What are the religious events and festival? Because certain commodities are demanded in particular event or festivals only. Take the example of Diwali, Christmas, Eid. So in particular season, the demand is either fluctuating, it is very high or very low after the end of a particular festivals. Next is political and legal factors. Different type of countries are having different government, and different government are having the different ideologies, and they will frame the rules, regulations according to their philosophy or ideologies. First, we have to know about the political philosophy of a particular organization, that is political party, which is there in rule in particular country or particular state. Suppose if you are doing the business in Gujarat BJP is there. If you are doing the business in Rajasthan, it might not be the BJP, some other government like Congress. If you are going in Maharashtra, Delhi, the AAP government is there. So different parties will have the different ideologies, and you will have to adjust according to their ideologies. Then you will be able to do the business in a particular state. International treaties are there in which the central government will there in picture. Okay, what is the central government? What are their philosophies? What are their ideologies? And how they are able to cope up with the international relation? And this will lead to international marketing, international business, and it will lead to export, import, and it will either generate business to the organization or lead to loss due to the policies which are adopted by the government. Government approach to the different sectors to be taken into consideration. Either they are in positive or negative approach. Political stability means the government is changing in our term, because you have to adjust to the new government. Acts and legal provisions adopted by the and amendments are there in the business. Working of judiciary machineries and administrative policies. Next is international environment. International environment, because we know okay, not a single country is self-reliant nowadays. So we are depending on other nation to fulfill our demand, because each and every country will not be able to produce each and everything which is demanded by the people of the nation. So we will have to go for the international marketing too. Due to LPG, international marketing has came into picture. Act locally but think globally. Act should be local but thinking should be global. Matlab, you should be able to survive in international market too. Because in international marketing you are getting good scope to multiply your demand. Suppose if you are selling in particular country only, the demand will be limited to particular countries. But if you are multiplying, if you want to multiply the demand, definitely you will have to go for more than one countries. So here different international agencies and organizations will there in picture like WHO, World Bank, which are favoring and deciding the norms for the business, functioning of MNCs, export-import policies of the government, global peace versus conflict. If the war situation is there between the different nations, definitely the demand pattern will be different as compared to the situation of peace. LPG, political stability in the country, and international norms and values which are adopted by the different nations. Suppose if you are going in Europe, you will have to follow the European standard. If you are coming the business in India, you will have to follow the Indian standard. So different countries are having different standards. Like in India, you will have to go for the BIS standards in car. In Europe, if you want to sell the car, you will have to follow the Euro standards. Next is technological factors. Technological factors means technology is upgrading day by day and it is faster than what was there in previous years or in the past. You can imagine the life of black and white TV. It has worked out for nearly 20-25 years, but due to the technological advancement, color TV, flat TV, plasma, and recently smart TV and curved TV have there in the market. But the change, the rapidness of the change is faster nowadays. So here you will have to discuss the latest technology which is there in the market. You will have to adopt the technology, otherwise you will be thrown out of the market. Take the example of mobile industry, 3G, 4G, 5G. The company who adopted 4G have survived, and a company who have not adopted the 4G have thrown up the market. But it is related to competition too. Even though different companies have adopted the 4G, but still the question of survival are there in Indian market, like Vodafone and Idea have been merged, Airtel and Uninor have been merged, and Docomo has thrown out of the market. BSNL is on the verge of closure. So this is due to the technological updations. At the entry of the Geo with 4G technology has changed the total business environment. But you cannot control it. First is the suitability of the technology, that the technology either suitable to you or not. Because change in technology will lead to a greater cost. Take the example, if you want to upgrade your phone from 3G to 4G, you will have to sell your old phone and you will have to purchase the new one. But the difference price is to be paid, it is known as upgradation cost. Pace of technological change, what we have discussed, it is very fast nowadays. The technological changes are very fast and you will have to adopt the change, otherwise you will be thrown out of the market. Replacement cost, what I had told you, okay, whenever you are replacing the technology, old machineries, old technological equipments are to be replaced with the new one. So who will purchase the old machineries? They are to be sold out in scrap only, and you will have to purchase the latest machinery for better customer satisfaction. Because if you do not update, the consumer will favor those companies and those products only which are technologically advanced, because they are paying price for it, they are not getting free of cost. So definitely the customer is demanding latest product, you will have to produce the latest products. Opportunity for innovation is there or not? What is the amount of money which is to be spent on research and development? Because technology is not a magic. You will have to spend huge amount of money, time, efforts for finding out something new or invent something new. So it is definitely a costly affair. Some amount of budget is to be allocated for updating the technology. Government role in importing new technology, either the government is interested or not in updating the technologies. People will also object, suppose due to the incoming of the ATM in the India, the bank employee have opposed them because they thought that due to the entry of the ATM in India, they will be jobless. Due to the controlling of the technology, take the example of companies too. The worker will oppose. The automatic plants are there in the market which require only the few workers, but the quality will be high, constant quality will be available to the consumer, and due to that, more customer satisfaction will be there. But the question is, okay, will the existing employees trade union or the government will support you for that or not? Regulations for change in technological transfer among nations, because we know, okay, we are not self-dependent, we have to depend upon other nation for upgrading our technology. We take the example, if the 5G is coming in India, definitely we have not invented 5G, we have to purchase it from other nations, like Nokia is from Finland, Samsung is from Korea or Japan or any other nation who is technologically advanced and able to lead the particular technology. Next is external factor which are partially controllable. What we have discussed right now is the external factor which is not controllable. Definitely we will have to adjust accordingly. But the things what we are going to discuss right now is partially controllable factor, but they are external to the company. First is suppliers. Supplier, those person who are supplying the raw materials, semi finished goods to the company. If the supplier are good, they are technologically advanced, definitely it will lead to a better product to the consumer, because each and every company is not producing a whole product, they are purchasing the product from other countries, their component being purchased. Take the example of mobile. Not a single company is producing each and every component of the mobile, they are purchasing the components from the third parties, that is suppliers, that is OEM, original equipment manufacturer. They are having the tie-ups. Take the example of iPhone, they are having the tie-up with the Foxconn company which is manufacturing spare parts for them. You can take the examples of bikes, they are having the different part which is manufactured by the different companies. If the company who is producing the spare part is advanced, definitely your product will be advanced. Next is customer or market. Definitely they are quietly controllable, because you cannot force the customer to purchase the product, but they can be motivated to purchase by giving different type of offers, like free, price discount offers, incentives. Others should be provided to the target market. Middlemen means those person who are selling the goods on your behalf to the customer, because company is not adopting the direct method of selling, but they are not having their own store, they are dependent upon the dealer, distributor, distribution chain for selling the goods in the market. The question is that, can middleman support is necessary for selling? Even the goods is very good, you have done a lot of advertisement, you have also offered different type of scheme, but if the particular seller is not there in the market to sell the commodity of your company, then what will happen? Definitely you will not be able to sell the product in the market. Next is competitor. Definitely they are quietly uncontrollable, but they can be controlled. Example, there are a lot of competitors, you can control the competitor by having acquisition. What you learn in the accountancy, you can acquire the particular company and you can control the particular company. Take the example of Coca-Cola and Thumbs Up. Thumbs Up is basically an Indian company, but when the threat is there in the market about the Thumbs Up, the Coca-Cola was not able to survive, because it is very strong drink as compared to Coca-Cola, and people are preferring strong drink in India. So what the Coca-Cola has done, they have acquired Thumbs Up. Now whatever the consumer is purchasing, either they are purchasing Coca-Cola or either they are purchasing Thumbs Up, definitely the benefit is there to the company, because you have seen the label on the bottle, Thumbs Up, a Coca-Cola. Next point, what we are going to discuss is internal controllable factor.
Internal factors are those factors which are decided by the organization and which are in the control of the organization. So definitely when an organization want to change the particular factors, definitely they can change. Let us discuss one by one. First factor which is to be discussed is marketing mix. That is 4 P's of marketing. 4 P's: product, price, place and promotion. So these 4 P are decided by the company, its organization, its managers or any other resource person or decision making authorities. So definitely price can be changed, answer is yes. Product can be modified, answer is yes. Place of selling can be changed, yes. And promotion method can be changed, yes. So all the 4 factors, that is promotion mix, 4 P's of marketing, can be easily changed by the organization as and when required. Next is the resource, that is human and non-human ability. Whatever the business success and failure depend upon the resources, how much resources are there and how much they are using the resources, utilization of resources. First question is, are they having the resources or not? And second, are they will be able to modify or increment or make the productive resources more productive or not? So here resources is human and non-human abilities. So definitely human abilities can be developed through training. You heard about the training. Through training, we can impart knowledge, skill and change the behavior of a particular employee, make him motivated and more productive as compared to the previous situation. So definitely it is a controllable factor. Next is structure of organization. Structure of organization here refer to different type of organization structure is being followed by the company depending upon the type of organization and the system at the time of inception. But due to the change in the circumstances, definitely they can change the organization structure. Take the example in initial stage when the company was started with the sole proprietorship, but due to the more demand, more resource requirement, they can turn the organization into partnership, private, limited and limited company. So here we can say the structure of the organization is also controllable and we can change according to the needs of the business. Next is organization objective, policies and rules. These are also designed by the organization, so definitely each organization have the control over these factors. Objectives are decided by the company, policies are decided by the company and rules and regulations are decided and changed from time to time according to the need of a situation. So definitely we can say here also these are the controllable factors. And next is organization culture and climate. Organization culture here refer to what is the setup of the organization, how they are behaving, how the workers are behaving, how the boss is behaving. So here the culture defines the way of working. The way of working changes, and we can take the simple example. In particular organization, the people are or the employees are coming late daily. So it is known as culture. They are coming late is also a part of the culture. But can we change this culture? Answer is yes. Due to the invention of modern technology, by using modern and innovations in the business, take the example of fingerprint attendance system, we can change the culture. Previously there was signature based attendance in which the boss has connection with the employee. Definitely they can take the benefit of the relationship with the boss and they can take the advantage. But due to the invention of this type of technology, fingerprint attendance system, now you cannot control the situation. So here we can change the culture of the organization. So this is all about the marketing environment. So if you are having any doubt, you can contact me via WhatsApp. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.